Morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing fantastic. Just a reminder, everything we're about to do is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. We do not trade with live funds, and this is strictly just used for demo and paper trading. You should be able to see my screen now. I'm going to go ahead and tag everybody on our Discord just to make sure they're here. And if you guys have any questions as they come in, I'll do my best to answer them as we get going. But welcome. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. And then again, just if you can give me just a couple of seconds so I can tag everybody that's here. Or just, again, tag everybody on the Discord. All right, almost done. Oh my God, I can't type. It'll be real awkward when people watch this back, not live, as they're sitting here watching me do nothing. All right. Let's go. We had a really good week this week. Trader X, I remember you from before. Hope you're doing well. Give me a second. I'll get over to the Euro and the Forex side shortly. Just try to wait for a couple more people to get in here from our Discord, and then I'll get going. We just had a new close for indexes and stocks, and so Forex has their close in 15 minutes, and we'll update those. But let me check one more thing to make sure people aren't in the wrong place. There we go. Gotta turn my volume off. Sweet. Okay, cool. I can pop over to the Euro real quick for you while we're waiting for some other people. Euro is actually really easy today. Right now we are bearishly confirmed on DXY, left side of your screen, and we are bullishly confirmed on the Euro. The average win is 31 pips on the Euro. So you're trying to get up here to 1.264, basically. So easy. The pound should be bullish as well, if the Euro is bullish. Index features, folks, we're in independent asset time because of the ES and NQ. One of them is inside of our giant red box. Again, our levels 4 through 7. So you don't have to build confluence, but the confluence is literally perfect again today. And when you're inside of the weekly system on the bearish side, True Algo members, the goal is just to move within the daily system. It's different if we were in the daily trending boxes, but in the weekly trending boxes, you use the day system to guide you. And you can see the stats still work. All these are average wins already. So 16.5 handles during the Asia session, and then 16.5 handles during the London session. And then right now, the ES is confirmed bearish. So we've had a bearish confirmation since 6:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you notice like I didn't draw the position yet because, sorry. Let me get that up there. This is valid until that NQ is outside of its red box. Oops, wrong position. You've almost got 3 direct average wins. 16.5 handles, 16.5 handles, and what looks like how much? 15.5. So you are 3 for 3 for the Euro. Oh my gosh, the ES. And then if the ES hits this box again and closes bearish, that will be another bearish position that you could take. So that's something that we'll be watching here. But the ES is 3 for 3, and it's over 50 handles now for the day. And the New York session hasn't even opened. The NQ has gotten to its average from its long position over here in the start of the Asia session throughout the London session. Whether you got in here or got in there, you've gotten the average both times. Our average win on the NQ is 65 handles. So either one of those is a win, regardless of when you got in. And then just now, the NQ has a new long activation right here. There. So this is the average stats on that NQ idea. US 30 is in a bullish confirmation. You've already gone 50% of the move, everybody. And this is a valid close, even though it looks really close to the box. It's like, I think, 5 ticks. And you've already gone 50% of the average. Again, Average move is 105. You've traveled 81. Stop loss to break even. Protect your idea. And then see if price will muscle up more here as we get closer to New York. Should get another short opportunity here on gold. And then silver can confirm again. Silver has been playing around, holding our trend box from the weekly standpoint and our smaller box True Algo members. And then if we can get a close back here in the red, it'll also be below that box during this New York session, and then can have shorts that push down. You can see gold's getting ready to put in a new bearish confirmation. So we'll get to see that play out. Since we have to wait on gold and silver, I'm just going to pop up natural gas and copper just to see if there's any ideas on those as well. So waiting for those to load. As those are waiting to load, right side of the screen is oil. Oil had a short win, like a short position win. And it hit the full average right there. Then it produced a long into a loss, and now it's in a short position, which can potentially be another loss through there. And so we'll be watching that. As soon as it closes above the box, then it's back into a bullish confirmation on oil. Natural gas is still neutral, so you can't do anything. You can't hit both sides of a box, so nothing to do on natural gas. And then over here on copper, copper is also neutral. It had a winning long position that has gotten us up already. And then now this current candle is trying to be bearish, but it just hit the box above. So you can't do anything on natural gas. So back over to silver. Sorry, that was copper. Already talked about. Actually, that was the pound. I apologize, Trader X earlier. I thought this was the euro on my screen. It usually is. It was the pound. So the pound is confirmed bullish. Let's go check the euro. Sorry about that. And so if the pound is confirmed bullish, the euro should be confirmed bullish because DXY is confirmed bearish. Doesn't mean it's cleared our box yet, though. So that's the only thing. And it was confirmed bullish 30 minutes ago. And now it's hit the take profit box. And now it's in a neutral state because this could flip it bearish. Again, you're looking for, if it closes a bearish candle below a box after hitting it, then that would be a bearish candle. And so you would look for, again, 36 pips as your average win. But you can't take a short on the euro unless the DXY also tells you to go long. It has to be the opposite of each other. So right now you have to be neutral on the euro, but it's real easy to play the pound instead because the pound is confirmed bullish. And this is not the euro. This should not be 36. It should be 31. That's the average move on the pound. And the stop loss is actually 0.18 pips. 18 pips. There you go. That's the average move on the pound. Crypto folks, it's been one of the best weeks ever for us. We've been monitoring it all week. I've been giving you guys updates just on how this has gone. But, I mean, you're talking about now from here, it's a 23% drop. And then if you waited and got in here, it's a 19% drop. This is probably the best time now for everyone to really start selling off their positions because they think it can only go lower. And we're already past level 7. We're past level 7 on the day. I would love to punish all of those people and just push up. And for me, if I was going to try to get any type of bullish idea, I'm still not going to go long anywhere in this area on ETH. It would be getting accepted back above our day system so I can simply just move between these boxes. I don't want to be that person who thinks they can long the low only for it to go lower. Because remember, we've been doing shorts all the way down here. And I mean that for anyone watching this who's not a member. People can cry hindsight all they want, but our members, one of our members, Pixa2, has a short on ETH still from 2,500. And congrats to him and the rest of the group that have been killing it on the crypto side. But crypto folks, I'm not going to get bullish at all, even from a day trade perspective, until we can even get back above our day box in the first place. And then you can see Tether and Bitcoin say the same story. Tether has to get back below 5.2. Bitcoin has to get back above 83.3. So until that happens, let everyone else keep thinking they can long the low. But this is a great place for the crypto sphere to really just basically capitulate their positions and finally be out. They can't take anymore. And price is only down 20% overall. And so most of those people can't handle that. I'm going to update stocks or just sort of talk where they're at, and then in 5 minutes we'll have a new update. We cover the main tech sector for the stocks, everybody, because they make up 30% of the stock market, and they tend to influence the index futures, folks. And so right now Tesla is telling us to look for calls. Apple is neutral because it hasn't closed on either side of a box. Just actually, I mean, it was in puts, but you can't open puts because it's not open. But that's what it was looking for. It's already played out in the pre-market. And then Microsoft is looking for puts, even though you can see right now it's failing from that. And then right side of your screen is Amazon, and it is neutral. So you have, let me update Tesla. I'll just draw the position. That way we don't have to remember later. Tesla right now is looking for calls. Apple was in puts, or again, it's not in actual puts because it's not open, but it's looking for puts because we're trying to do what's going to happen at New York Open. But because we've hit the box below, it's already hit a take profit. So now it's going to flip neutral here in 3 minutes. Microsoft is looking for puts, and then Amazon is neutral because, as you can see, it hasn't hit a box. I'll really quick pop up NVIDIA. And then seeing down here, there's going to be a True Algo box. Was any of these bullish candles? Oh, no, it's trending bearish. Yeah, so NVIDIA is just looking for reasons to push down as of right now. That's it. And NVIDIA is trending bearish, guys. So we've got bearish, 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 bullish, and then Amazon is neutral. So in the top 5, you have 1 bullish, 3 bearish, 1 neutral. So things are looking more bearish than they are bullish at the moment, True Algo members. The Russell just put in another new bullish confirmation up here, but you have to track this as your average win because this one hasn't played out yet fully. So this is that position that you're looking to happen. So you can see like the average win on this one would be 7.2. Again, True Algo members, because this move hasn't finished, that 9.2 is right here. So you can't use 9.2 from that close. So hopefully that makes sense. And then that ES is pulling everything down at the moment, which will cause that the NQ to also pull down. And then True Algo members, I know I was saying earlier about like you don't need confluence on the ES and NQ today, but again with the index features that these two are always in sync. I would always be looking for reasons that they're saying the same direction, not opposite. It's okay for US 30 and the Russell to say the opposite, but not the ES and NQ. Try to build confluence because you'll see that the NQ can cause this position to fail because the ES is saying down. I'll update it again as we keep going with you all. And then I can't say your name, but the person asking about the UJ, if you're here or you're not, the UJ should look bearish because True Algo already has it, the DXY confirmed bearish. And so if it's not confirmed bearish, which it doesn't look like it's going to be, then it's not an asset you would want to play. So right now the UJ looks gorgeous too. Look at that. Like absolutely gorgeous this week. Weekly system, 2 different times to long, another short, and then now the day system 180 pushing up. But right now, and this is today, we had shorts into a gorgeous long position to follow DXY, but now you can't do anything on UJ because it's in our box. You have to remain neutral. But the UJ was absolutely gorgeous today. Get back over to the pound. Gold, we're 1 minute from a close, so just wait for it to close, and then I'll update it in a second. I mean, you could enter buys. If you're asking why I didn't enter into buys, I'm just not bucking the trend on gold. Gold's trending bearish in our system. And I've been telling you guys, for me, we're rotating down from 29.75 down to 27.98. And we're getting closer and closer to that point. So we're just about to close. Gold's about to confirm bearish here in a second, as is silver, as I was saying earlier, as you're getting a bearish candle close below the box. And then following the red box trend. I'm just waiting for it to close so I can draw the position for the averages to help people. Oil's going to still be bearish on that confirmation, even though it's closing in the box. So this is the average move we're looking to now happen on gold. And this is the average move we're looking to happen on silver. Even though you don't need the confluence for gold and silver, they are both confirmed the same direction. So this is what we're looking for on gold and silver. Trying to get gold down another 10 handles or 10 points. US 30 is still confirmed bullish. The NQ is still confirmed bullish. The ES is still confirmed bearish. The ES has already had an average win, so I should delete this position. I don't want to confuse people, but I'll leave that up here for now because we are still expecting this to happen until it does that. I just want to make sure people, you might think that these candles are small, but this is a 15.5 handle win already. The average is 16.5, so within 90% accurate. I apologize. I'm trying to cough as far away from the mic as possible. Pound is still confirmed bullish. DXY is still confirmed bearish. Again, crypto folks, I'm expecting people to finally start selling the low, which means we can push up through our trend system. But for me, I will not flip bullish till we get above the day system. Again, people who are not members, they won't understand. But for the rest of you guys, just getting basically back above 2252 on ETH, 83.3 on Bitcoin. Stocks are now updated, or now we can update them. Tesla is still looking for reasons to push up, bullish. Apple is now neutral. It was bearish, now it's neutral. Microsoft is still bearish until it can close above that box. And then Nvidia is still bearish, so we're still leaning on the bear side, 2 versus 1. And then lastly on Amazon, Amazon is still neutral. So we now have 2 neutrals, 2 bearish, 1 bullish. So nothing is all saying the same direction as of right now. Russell's still in a bullish confirmation. The Nikkei is in a bearish confirmation, though I know most people don't play the Nikkei during the New York session. Any questions you guys have, let me know. I'm not going to talk as much now as we're waiting for the next close. This is what real trading is when you are having to wait for your setup to be activated versus trying to force a move to be activated instead. And reminder, US 30 folks, once you hit that point, it should have been stop loss shift to break even. This won't be a loss no matter what. Worst it would be break even. Is it not the right stream? I wonder why it did that. That's pretty lame. Thanks, Zip. Let me try this. I hope people aren't still waiting on the Discord side. I just saw your question. Hold on, I'll answer you in just a second. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure everyone on Discord can find us. There we go. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. And then BTC versus micro strategy trend. I mean, the only thing for BTC versus MicroStrategy is just Saylor is over leveraging his company like he's always done, but he always holds. So there's that. But as crypto goes down, MicroStrategy will always go down. If crypto holds this bottom here, again, that 21.25 level I gave you guys on ETH, and now Bitcoin holds 79, then MicroStrategy next week is going to have an unbelievably bullish week. It'll probably go up 30, 40% as long as crypto holds. Yeah, it's not your guys' fault for not being on the right stream. I apologize about that. It was, for some reason, YouTube didn't put in the right one. It's weird. Thanks for helping out, though, guys. I appreciate it. Everything's in a little bit of retracement right now. Gold and silver are going great. So I'll just hang out over here while we wait. The average win on silver is 40, which would be a 20-cent move on average on silver. The average win on gold is $9.50 or 95 ticks, but they're both going well so far while we're waiting on the other ones. Yeah, crypto's still creeping up too, guys. See if oil, it's had a big retracement on this short idea. Again, the average is 19. It's pushed up 27, but the average loss, by the way, on oil, let me just show you guys. I shrunk the stop loss because you don't have to have a stop loss this big. This is the average loss that we give. And for some of you guys who are not members, I don't know how much sense this will make to you, but for our current members, they should know. Like, this is the average loss point on oil right here. And because oil has an 80% win rate, that means there is less than a 20% chance you will close above that point for this position. Again, we have stats to help provide us on our ideas. And so we have retraced further. And if you're someone who can take advantage of retracement, which is where most traders are fearful, and this is something I keep trying to over a long period of time. Is my stream buffering for you all? I can see that my stream was just acting weird. YouTube's being a little bit of a pain. If I keep having issues, I'm going to jump back over to Discord and we can stream there. Just let me know if things are messed up, guys. Good old YouTube letting us down today. Just let me know if things get messed up and I'll push over there. We're 8 minutes from the next close. I'm going to go check to see if the other Discord channel's open just in case. Yeah, it is. So we shall see. Gold did just put in another new low a second ago. There's another new low. Russell's retracing a bunch right now. And then ETH pushed down, I think, after pushing up. No, it's putting in new highs. Yeah. Again, as soon as we get above those boxes, you'll start seeing a lot of bullishness kick in. But again, if you have an asset that's now down as far as it is, again, talking about 27%, then this is such a great place to get in where most people are going to now capitulate. Again, True Algo members, you guys, you know the stats we give you about leaving level 7. So this is a less than a 99% of the time you're not down here. So again, if you think about the odds in your favor, 99% now, you can start taking advantage of that. Again, and just use the day system to guide you if you're going to take those ideas. And for me, again, I'm zoomed out like crazy. You guys can see that because of how far down we are. But again, 2252 is where things are going to finally change for the crypto sphere. Tether is now touching that box as well. US 30, folks, if this candle, doesn't matter where this candle closes, but if the next candle closes green, which will be the New York opening candle, then that will be a new long position. Reminder, this US 30 position cannot be a loss. You saw one of our members, they posted, it was Chris, that it was a break-even hit for them. Again, as it pushed up 81 ticks, the average is 105. Stop loss gets moved to break-even to protect your position. And then if it has another bullish candle close above the box, that's a new long position. Again, trying to be as mechanical as possible in your ideas. Sorry, I keep leaving the gold and silver ideas. I get the retracement out of the way on oil. Oil did have a long loss earlier. Just double check it was 3 ticks. I'm pretty sure it was. Yeah, it was 4 ticks. So there was a very small loss. And again, for those of you guys, like, I don't want you ever to think that all we do is win. That is impossible. And anyone who tells you that is a liar. The average loss on oil with our stats would be 56 ticks. So I just want to show you something. That's where your loss should have occurred, right here. You see how far down that is? But because of our stats and the way we use our system, you close your position as soon as it closes on the wrong side. So if the average loss is 56 and your loss was 23, that means you took 40 or 60% less of your stop loss, which is really, really good in longevity of being in markets. So again, True Algo members, Do not be upset about losses. They're going to happen when you practice. You need them to occur at the smallest box of our system, and that's what you want to see, because we already had that winning short from up here that traveled, what's it called? Our average win. And then that's, again, 23 ticks instead of 56 is huge. Less than 50%, something you want to go for. Gold and silver having a little bit of a retracement now. Gold did travel 50% of the average win, guys. I know it looks weird because I don't play on small candles. The average win on gold is 95, and it traveled 65. So a $6.50 move. Silver is the only one that didn't get to the 50% point. And then crypto's retracing this a little bit now. Again, crypto folks, I'll keep reminding you. I'll draw the position to make it a little easier. And then get the... Where are you at? There you are. Like, that's what I'd be looking at once we get up there. Let everyone else try to think they can long the low with their $1 positions, just so they can post a screenshot. And there's the Bitcoin idea. Once we're up there, that's what I'll be looking to be bullish. Until then, shorts always and forever. Russell with the big retracement into the box. Russell retraces 72% of the time back to the box it confirmed from. So potential really good sniper entrance or waiting for retracement to get in. Same thing like here, you can see we retraced and then pushed up. So again, if you got in the retracement point, you were able to flip an extra 50 ticks in your favor. Again, it would look like this. And then, Chris, I know you were asking me earlier, or Doc, whichever name you want to go by. This is what I mean by, like, you asked me about when you're practicing about setting limits versus market orders. You can preset those limits when you start entering into the box like this. However you want to set your ideas when you practice. Because, like, you can literally preset them on the line because your stop loss is so close. Again, that's the whole point of mitigation. You're mitigating risk. But you also can mark it in when you get that close here. And then there's your position. And then from there, it pushes up. And then, like I say, when you guys take advantage of retracement, you flip pretty much every asset to a 3R immediately. And that's, again, something good to do in practice. Yeah, and I mean, I do the same thing. Because the reason why it's good to wait for the closes is because what happens if price just kept going down? You know what I mean? And closed here. So that's why I told you in DMs that it's like there's no perfect way to do it. It has to be what your risk tolerance is. Brad, no. Everyone always thinks that the micros and minis are going to be exactly the same, but they're not. The volumes are different, so the brokers are different. And so if you're going to practice, I would always suggest you practice on the minis, like the chart, and then you can practice opening your positions. Again, literally practice opening them on the mini side, but just have the micro side. Sorry, have the mini side on here and then the micro over here so you can do your actions. But you always want to use the minis because the data is best on the CME, on the mini charts, not the micros. Everyone thinks they're the same, but they're not. Exactly what Zip just said. Nothing has changed on the Euro Trader X. You can see the pound is still in that long position. Cool. The Euro is going to still be neutral. Watch. You'll see here, it's stuck in a box. Watch. And this is the thing that's different about our system, guys. You all, again, if you're not a member here, you're used to being very, you push really, really aggressive into ideas and try to force things. And here we have to wait for the candle to close. And for Forex, it's 30 minutes. And so with the Euro, our win rate is roughly 76% when you're practicing. And again, it's a 36 pip win on average. And now Trader X, I don't know if this is going to help you or even if you're really going to be worried about it, but this is a bearish confirmation for the Euro. But the problem is the Euro, you see down here, it says a confluence asset. In order to take this short, because it's a bearish candle below our box, you need DXY to tell you to go long because it's the Euro versus the dollar. The dollar needs to be bullish if the euro is bearish. So that means you cannot take this idea because DXY has to provide confluence. So if you short the euro right now, the DXY can punish you because the DXY will push down and then the euro will push up and take you out. So you have to wait on your idea. We did just get a new bullish confirmation US 30, folks. So I'm going to slide this over because this isn't the average. This is the average on US 30. And that would be a new position on US 30. And then that 81 tick move would be put into the average to help keep this as accurate as possible for you all. I wonder if I don't think the Russell put in a new bullish. Nah, we didn't even hit the box again. Trying to see how far the Russell retraced so far. Average retracement on Russell is 26. It retraced 42. Why could you expect more retracement? Because 72% of the time it will come back to this box. So that's the why, as it had a further close from it. Stocks are allowed to be updated again. Things have changed a little bit, everybody. So watch this real quick. Apple, which was neutral, is now looking for calls right at open. So that means it's bullish. So looking like this, everybody. Microsoft, which was looking for puts at open, we haven't opened yet, is now looking for calls as well. So the big two are telling us to look to push upwards. Amazon is still neutral. Tesla was already bullishly confirmed. So now 3 are bullish. So in 15 minutes, you can see how quickly things change. And then really quick, let's check NVIDIA. I think NVIDIA was bearish because it was trending. Yeah. So NVIDIA is not going to be any help today. When you're on the stock side, when you're down here in our red or above in our green boxes, they don't help. NVIDIA has to close above here. Crypto folks, this is very similar for you. You have to close above this target to then be bullish. And I can see gold is pushed up again from hitting that 50% mark. And then oil is about to confirm for New York Open. You could get a bullish confirmation above the box. I'm going to get rid of these old positions. And that would be a loss again on oil. For me, Lee, as far as the NQ breaking up bullish, I have no problem with it, especially with the stocks that are starting to confirm bullish right now with Microsoft and Apple. That would be great. It's in a bullish confirmation. Yes, you're fighting our True Algo trend in the red, but again, it's so easy to manage the stop loss from here and then instantly look to go short from a practice perspective. And so it's already in along, and that's what I'm looking for. I would love for the ES to also push up and then confirm right here, and that would really support the NQ longs as well. DXY is also confirmed bearishly, which means indexes can lean on the bullish side too. Can I show ETH? Absolutely. ETH right now, again, we've ridden, just so you guys, I can show Bitcoin too, so you know it's not BS. Like, BS is the same story. Again, any type of short idea, you lose the first weekly system, then losing the second weekly system, and now you're down here in our trend area. And so crypto folks, Bitcoin, ETH, whichever you're looking at, you should be looking at both. This is not really the area you want to start loading in. We're trying to get Bitcoin back up to 83.2 and then ETH up to 22.62. That's when it will start to flip bullish. Right now, it's just going to continue to punish people and then do that if they can't get enough people to short, because we're not going to push up unless people short the lows. See if we can get a nice win here on US 30 right when the opening bell pops. So Stack, it just, like you said, we're trending bearish on Russell. We're not. I know the system is warning you that we're going to trend. You don't start taking the trend idea till you enter the red box, which is level 4. Does that make sense? And you've been with us for a while, bud. Like, this is level 4. So we're not in levels 4 through 7. And we have those video tutorials. Once you get into level 4, you go line to line, level 4 to level 5, level 5 to level 6. Right now, it's just telling you that we've closed outside of the weekly system. Yeah, you're fine, bud. But you're more than welcome, because you see that if you want to instead, I'm only going to look for reasons to take shorts because it's trending, then just wait for a bearish confirmation like how there was there. But until we get into that red box, you don't have to fight it. As far as going line to line, right now you can just look for normal ideas. Same thing on the ES and Q side. You can see they're inside the red here, and you can go from line to line and still use the stats. to support your ideas. But if you don't want to take longs, then just wait. And again, for those of you guys who don't understand, I just mean like if you don't want to buck the trend. But it is different when you're closed in level 4 versus being closing outside of level 3. Big move now on gold and silver. This won't be any type of long idea on gold afterwards, everybody. And then if silver confirms above the box, then it will flip into a long idea. Oil's still just playing with the hearts, not closing above the box just yet. As soon as it does, it'll flip into longs. Trader X, if you're here, you can again see what I was just talking about. You see how the euro continues to push up again because DXY is confirmed bearish. So even though that is a bearish confirmation, we teach you can't take it. You'll see. I think the pound is up even further now. Not really. It's still in its bullish confirmation. But that's another reason why the euro is going to struggle for shorts, because the pound is bullish, DXY is bearish, and the euro, it cannot be bearish as well. It can't match DXY. So whoever's work on yourself that just typed, the euro is neutral right now. You can't take an idea on the neutral. Nick, we never change time frames ever, bud. So it doesn't matter where you're at the box. If you're trending in your levels 4 through 7, outside of level 7, everything is always the same close. As soon as you guys change your time frames up here, you destroy any type of consistency or stats that you work with. So that should be an easier question to answer going forward. I'm here. I'm just managing my own stuff. Give me a second. Tech, haven't seen you on the last one, bud. Or since the last time I messaged you on one of the YouTube comments. The one of our members has been back testing only the New York session. The New York session is the best performer, only that it has the biggest moves, but there's only a 9% difference, give or take, between all the sessions total. Like over a long period of time, they only differ by about 9% from what you see here. But there are consistently more plays during the New York session than there are during the Asia session and London session. So statistically, you get about 1 to 3 plays on average throughout the week. Most people don't realize this during the Asia session, but then during London, you get about 4 to 7. And then New York throughout a week can provide 10 to 12. But then throughout the week, that's a little bit over 20 plays on average. But New York's the most active. But again, it goes both ways. Like, even though you have more plays to New York, you can have more losses. But I mean, you guys saw yesterday, again, just an example. We had 2 days in a row where the NQ went parabolic. I'll show you guys what I mean. We did this live too, so if you guys ever think it's like BS, you can watch we put the video out yesterday. And all of our members here, you guys can call me out. Like, I know Tech is not a member of our group. And you'll see up here, you're like, isn't this a long idea? Didn't you lose on this? And the answer is no, because the ES did not tell us to go long. And so right here was that short that you guys saw on that live stream. And then it just immensely pushed down. This was over 300 handles. And so that's during New York. But you see how small the candle, and you guys know this from watching the Asia versus London session, the volatility is lower. New York is when it kicks in. And all these little closes you see, the ES didn't confirm to take the idea. That was the only idea that the ES and the NQ said to short, and then they put in that second short right here towards the later part of the New York session. So you get more activations during New York, but it's not, the win rate or loss rate is not higher during the New York session versus the London or Asia session. again, the difference is the percentage is too small overall. Five minutes from New York Open. You can see Apple's now rejected. Also, all of them have. So in 5 minutes when New York opens, we finally can look for options ideas. And that will also help to see where the index futures could move. And so you see how all three of these are failing because markets are starting to flip bearish. So that means the index futures should be starting to form red candles, and you can see how they're doing it. That's why we show this. So in a little bit of, in 2 or 3 minutes, I'll update these again right before the close so that people can jump on that volatility. Notice what I was saying about with NVIDIA, that it's not going to be any help on the right side of your screen. Do you see how it's just sitting in the same area where the other ones are failing and pushing into a new direction? And they're trying to follow NVIDIA as well. I do want to see if Amazon has now pushed down. And it's still neutral, but the candle, again, Amazon's not helpful either. We'll see if right before New York Open that Amazon actually confirms any position from our system. Gold and silver, folks, we had that really big retracement on silver. And again, those of you guys that are watching live, it's just an example of our system. Most of you guys, again, you're on small time frames and you're very emotional in your trading and you lack consistency. When you switch to a time frame close, and you use our stats to know when a position closes outside of your stat amount, that's when plays are an actual loss, or if it's on the other side of a box. And so like silver here, I don't know if you guys remember, like if we look at the 1 minute time frame, look at that big push up against silver. We don't ever look at the 1 minute time frame, but this is just to show you guys what's wrong with traders on small time frames. Our stats say that silver has an 80% win rate. So again, there is less than a 20% chance you will ever close a candle above here on this short position. So when that retraced upwards and you're able to get into retracement, in our strategy, we teach our members about using the box, be it the start of the box, the 50%, or the top of the box. Now you have that sniper entry to really take advantage of price action. But again, the stats are based off just the initial close of the idea. But you can see that they've now gotten past the original entrance and now pushed again in your favor for gold and silver, where most people get nervous. Oil's starting to move a little bit more in our favor now too. Russell's still pushing down everybody into the box. So Russell could form a loss, close below the box, look for shorts. Remember, the tech sector is starting to look bearish. New York's going to open in 2 minutes. The ES has now produced the full average win. So that's 3 times now today that the ES has moved 16.5 handles in our favor, never having a loss. US 30 is about to fail. That's new position that was right here. And again, when you play the stats in your favor, there have been 2 wins on US 30, which that doesn't make all of a sudden your day red. Cool. But if that candle closes below, you immediately look for reasons to push into a bearish idea. And unfortunately, here at New York Open, Tesla is going to be neutral. Again, it hit a box above. Unless this candle closes bullish, and it's exactly 1 minute from now. That's going to be the New York opening bell. Apple and Tesla are now neutral. Microsoft is going to be looking for puts right at open. We'll see if it holds. And then I broke Amazon. Let Amazon load back. Amazon is still neutral. So in the big 7, 3 of the 7 are neutral and 2 are bearish. That's 5 out of 7 total. I don't really care what Google or Meta do, but we'll see how this plays out. But it's guaranteed that Tesla and Apple are going to be neutral. It has less than 10 seconds for this candle to close bullish. Just trying to see if it does. Oh, there's a bullish close. Hold on. If that candle closes green, it's bullish. It is. Oh, come on. I was wrong on my 10 seconds. I apologize. There's a close. So Apple bullish, Microsoft bearish. So divergence between the two. Now you're starting to see Microsoft reject. US 30 is in the new bearish confirmation, everybody. It's a bearish candle closed below the box. Again, average on US 30 looks like this. ES continuing to go the way that we want it to. And then look for a divergence between US 30 and the NQ and ES. So ES and NQ looking like they want to push down, so the probability that US 30 could want to push up. Russell is still in a bearish confirmation. Silver just hit the average win, guys. Boom. There you go. Again, that retracement scares everybody, but like, again, it's built into the stats. And you guys, look, it's to the tick. You've been at other places where people always talk about to the tick. That is the literal tick. Look, exactly 40 ticks or a 20-cent move on silver. And look where they buy from. It's pretty gnarly. Pound is still bullish. The euro is still neutral, everybody, and DXY is still bearish. The ES has now gotten all the way to our box. So what was only 16.5 handles is now 25 handles, everybody. You see we're getting that divergence on US 30 versus the NQ. Microsoft hit take profit. Apple. And again, bullish confirmation. Push down, hit a box below. Get the N out of the way as well. Russell has the potential to flip bearish confirmation, but you got to wait till the close happens. And then crypto folks, remember what I was saying about don't try to be the person who can long the low. They're going to be the same people who did this over and over throughout the week. Your longs are going to be up here. So if that's the case, you could be looking for reasons to take shorts from a practice perspective and just keep going from line to line. Again, stack, that's that same concept because it's stuck inside of the trend system. The trend does start flashing whenever you lose level 3, but it's not. These are closed in level 4 where the other one is not. Oil's now past the entrance point. Again, lots of consolidation on oil, but see if we can get this bearish flood in our favor now. US 30 with such a big retracement. That's that divergence I teach you guys. Really big divergence between the NQ and US 30. Huge divergence. And then Russell holding the absolute low right now before it will confirm bearish. Stock market is puking. Apple has quite the candle. You guys see that? Jesus. Puts on Microsoft are going absolutely crazy. So from 392 now, $4 move on the option chain. You're on a Friday too when your expiration is today. That means the contracts are really, really cheap. So it's very easy to get in the money to practice. And then boom, you're at your first take profit as you're at the box below. Indexers are going to keep puking, guys, because this is what's flagging this. The US 30 is getting saved by Apple right now. It's so beautiful, man. Look at this. Okay, so look, I know handling retracement. Remember, I keep bringing up that word to you guys, but this is why people struggle so much on small time frames. Look at US 30. Look at the 1 minute time frame. These are 1 minute candles. Okay, you guys have seen our system before. You've seen all the social videos. Like, we are based off of candle closes. And so, like, again, Doc, if you're here, or Chris, like, that's that advantage. It's tough when you see it happen, but that is the perfect place. Again, we teach you guys bottom of the box, 50% of the box, top of the box. And then where do you flip long? As soon as it closes above there. And everyone is terrified from that retracement, but that's why it's built into the system. Again, there is only a 37% chance you would ever close above that mark, and we didn't. We tap it, and then boom, it's a monster short. You can see the ES has already gone 2x the average win. We just want 16 and a half handles. The ES has now gone 37 from the live. Because again, we were up here on the live stream. Not 37 full handles. It's been only about here from the live stream right there. 29 handles on the ES. Again, Russell is probably going to cancel itself out here shortly. Microsoft is still going absolutely fantastic. Another $2 on the option chain for puts on Microsoft. And again, crypto, you guys are now going to start following the indexes and bleed. You're not going to drop as hard as the index futures are, but you are going to bleed. Again, but you guys shouldn't be looking for longs. Remember, my long area from a demo and paper trade educational system is 83.2 and 22.60, right? 22.62. DXY continuing to almost put in a new low, and then the pound slowly creeping up. Forex usually slows down right at New York Open, everybody, because most people are trading indexes and stuff. Oil did put in a new low, and now it's retraced back up. Silver and gold are still short, still going well. Again, we talked again. If you look at US 30 and gold, or sorry, US 30 and silver, you can see the retracement that we talk about. That's that strategy we try to teach you guys. Retracement is stressful because it's basically the same as drawdown. And then you let your prop firms dictate how you move in markets. And then the prop firms take from you every single day. But tons of volatility. Now we're hitting boxes on the lower side. The stocks are doing the same thing too for a potential bullish flip. You're not going to get the bullish flip though, I think, on this candle. You're going to have to wait till the 10 a.m. candle. But we shall see. The US 30, by the way, did hit the 50% point again. Again, look at the 1 minute time on US 30. It's insane. But reminder that US 30, the average win is 105. It traveled 66. Stop loss goes to break even. You protect yourself. The worst thing you have when you're practicing is getting used to commission fees. But again, if you got in at that sniper entrance anywhere at that 50% box, that was 141 ticks on a 1 minute time frame to get to that take profit area. Again, we operate on the 15-minute time frame. I'm going to delete the boxes or the positions to not confuse people off of these. We can leave the US 30 up for now. But again, this one would be already closed at break even to protect yourself. And then any of the members that are getting used to, like, if you had a position, you didn't take profit practicing, and now it take you out at break even, the goal is, if it reactivates again, is there enough room to run to get back in? And I believe so, because you can see where the average is. So the average is smaller than getting to the next box. That means you have room to run to get into that. 8 minutes from the next close, and then you saw that the ES and the NQ just turned green a second ago, so there is a potential that we could get a long position in the next candle close. Oil still playing with our hearts, just sitting there, consolidating. Silver and gold still going fine. I flipped through assets quickly to help our members, guys, because they don't all work on the same assets. It's nuts how quickly the buy up happened on. This is why you're seeing that indexes start to push up now. You see all of them are hitting a box below and flooding upwards, including Amazon, which was neutral. And really quick, I want to see if NVIDIA is still holding the bearish side or reversing. Yeah, see, like, remember, I told you NVIDIA is not going to help because it's trending bearish in our system. But as soon as it closes above the day box, remember I said the same thing as crypto. I talk a lot to help educate right here. Close above there, 119.9, then that will be when NVIDIA flips bullish. But right now, it's still going to be trending on the bearish side. So, Paul, I think I just answered your question, bud. So, like, for me on that US 30, if you're looking to stopped out at break even and you want to get back into the idea, you want to get a hit of this box and then take here and get a new reload to push down. Or you can use whatever the retracement is. Any tap of that box, and then their stop obviously is just slightly above the box when you're practicing. I'll move this off so that if we get a new hit and close below, I think it did, yeah. It literally just tapped the box again for another reload at the very top. And then again, the only reason to get back in would be, is there enough room to run to the next box? And there is. It'd be different if it was like a close right here, Paul. And here you do have enough room. And there's nothing wrong with waiting for this candle to close first. Because in 8 minutes, this candle could close above the box, and then US 30, sorry, that is US 30, ES and NQ could also confirm bullish. Then you have our trifecta, and everything will want to push up. Russell's also now, it's nuts, man. Like, you guys see the Russell? It did this twice now. It did it during the London Asia session, and now look, such a deep retracement that, like, psychologically you're not ready for. But, like, that's why we tell you it's the opposite of the win rate. There's a 31% chance you will ever close this candle below there. So again, that's where this box can help you get a sniper entry and to hold. You have to learn how to practice mitigation your position sizing so you can account for this if they throw it at you. And again, if it's going to happen, it's always more likely to happen right at New York Open than anything, because that's where volatility kicks in. If you avoid New York Open, guys, then you're doing exactly what 95% of retail do. They're all taught to avoid volatility because all their mentors and their learning platforms and all that stuff, they use excuses for volatility, so they tell you to avoid it because their systems don't work in volatility. So do not do what they do. Oil still continuing to consolidate at the box. Gold did put in a new low on the current candle. See if gold can actually get to the average win. Remember, silver did get to the average. Again, that we give you 40. It hit. See if gold can get down to 9.5. That's a $9.50 move on gold. Not crypto. Forex is still hovering. Bitcoin and ETH looks like they want to push up just a little tiny bit now. The Russell did give you a chance to get right back out at break even on your idea. But that's, again, if you didn't mitigate. If you did and get into our retracement, then that was a potential win or a small win. 4 minutes from the next close, everybody. And then Tesla, remember, is neutral. You guys can see, and just like Apple is also neutral. Microsoft is about to flip neutral in a second, and then this is going to be neutral no matter what. And so we'll see what changes. The only thing that would stop Apple from being neutral is it has to close green, and it can in 4 minutes, and that would mean it would flip bullish, but we'll see. As these things continue to be neutral, that just means you're going to see the index futures tend to move up and down on a candle versus going in a single direction. And again, watch what happens when I go to a 1 minute time frame. That's what I mean by moving up and down, because the stocks right now are on the neutral side of our system. Here comes the average win on gold. We're 1 tick away. Remember, we were just on this. Sorry that I tried to bounce around to help as many people as possible, but there's your average win. You guys see it? It's to the tick too. And see if it now can just flood and give us more than our average win. Helps take care of any losses that we could have had. You'll see silver will push down into a new low as well because gold pushed past our average win. There you go. Again, our system, it does make this easier over time because people are scared to hold for the right reasons and they cut their wins for their long. But that's why I told you silver would put in a new low, just because gold went past our average. So it makes sense that silver will also go past the average. Again, it was only a tick, but you're watching it. But congrats to anyone in practicing. And I mean that, guys. I'm just here to demo and paper trade. Okay. We follow our disclaimer exclusively, but I hope the gold and silver ideas helped you learn about the system. 2 minutes from the close, Tesla looking more and more like it's going to confirm bullish. Nvidia is going to be neutral. Microsoft and Apple are still neutral as well, which again means that the indexes are going to keep, look like the 1 minute. Again, continuing to sit here and clear both sides of it. Potential that the ES and NQ are going to confirm bullish here. The NQ is already confirmed bullish, but the ES can help support it from a confluence perspective. 2 minutes away. Crypto's going to push up too if they confirm bullish here, indexes. And if you're not in the Russell idea, this would be a new bullish confirmation for the Russell. But again, you still have to be tracking the initial win, everybody. So this has to remain the average win, not from anywhere where this candle closes. Less than a minute. Just waiting for the close. That's the only reason why I'm quiet. There's a close. So this is a bullish confirmation on the ES. This is a bullish confirmation on the NQ. The US 30 is now neutral, unless you're reloading here for the original shorts. But the shorts did hit the 50% average. I don't think the Russell. Yeah, the Russell did. So the Russell's in a new bullish confirmation here. Again, this is the average win though, because you're trying to finish the initial idea right there, like so. And then the average loss would still be 8.5. So the potential win is slightly bigger by 7 ticks on the Russell. And then right now, that's that retracement. I teach you guys that as soon as the positions get activated, you have the potential for it to retrace. Gold put in another new low. Oil still consolidating. There's nothing new on those. DXY and Forex are starting to consolidate or retrace back in. Russell's starting to go in our favor already. And sorry, let me update the stocks real fast. Tesla, even though it's really, really close to the box, it still was a bullish confirmation. Apple is neutral, everybody. So Apple's not going to help. Even though Apple's pushing down bearish, it's still neutral. Microsoft is still bearish. Let me get the position off. And then actually NVIDIA did flip it. So NVIDIA did just get into calls right there. So you got 2 that are in calls and then 2 that are neutral, though they're pushing down bearish. So the Microsoft and the Apple are going to affect that ES and NQ idea immediately. US 30 pushing down from the retracement. Paul or whatever, if you're here, or even Brad and Chris, like that's that waiting for that close. You see how that's that perfect mitigation? And then that's your sniper entrance to push down. There won't be anything new on any commodities or Forex or crypto. You have to wait for 13 minutes for the next close. Okay, sweet. And we're still getting, I mean, we're not getting a divergence. They're all going the same direction right now. But US 30 already real quick, right back to the original entrance area. All right, folks. I've been on for an hour now. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I'm going to jump off now. True Algo members, just keep checking in with me on the Discord side. I might actually jump onto the Discord here to keep helping you guys if you want. So just come check us out over there. Everyone else, thanks for hanging out. Hope that was helpful. You learned a couple things, and I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. True Algo members, come jump on a Discord. Everybody take care.